Educationists and parents have expressed concern over the poor performance of students in the recent release of West African Senior School Certificate Examination results conducted by the West African Examination Council WAEC. According to the results released on Monday, out of 1,969,313 candidates who sat for the exam, only 754,545, representing 38.32% obtained credit pass in at least 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics. Musa spoke with some parents, students, and education stakeholders in Jos and files in this report.
Although this is not the first time students have recorded poor performance in WAEC exams, this year's outcome is particularly alarming as it marks the worst result in the last 5 years. Only 38% of candidates obtained 5 credits in key subjects, raising fresh concern about the state of the education sector. Some students who spoke to Trust TV shared their disappointment and pointed out several factors that they believe contributed to the poor performance.
So this is because of the lack of adequate facilities to teach the children, lack of technical know-how, and even employment of inadequate teachers and teachers with little educational know-how. Why many people failed English language? Because some people wrote English language in the night and WAEC did not do anything about it. They just left it like that. So that is the reason why many people failed.
Parents also voiced their frustration, describing the results as disturbing and calling for urgent action to reverse the trend.
It's so disheartening that children have to feel that way. We see the country's hardship, the economy is no longer funding our parents, our pockets are no longer as heavy as usual. No money, and the registration of WAEC this year, in some schools you pay 100 and something, in some schools you pay 70-something thousand, depending on the school your child is attending.
The problem we are having is computer problem. Because to the students, we say that they have written well, but when the results come out, you see that what they wrote is not what they are giving. So to me, I'm thinking that Nigerians should go back, especially the people marking and releasing WAEC, go and know what the problem is.
An educationist, Uzo, attributed the mass failure to systematic challenges in the education sector and provided suggestions for improvement.
Some of the schools we send our children to, one, but maybe the parents themselves also. How do they encourage their students, their works? And again, we can look at it at the angle of maybe the phone we have now, the phone we use. Children use phone these days to help them in the exam period for malpractices and all the rest, hoping that it will help them. But in general, maybe in the process of marking, the people that are marking the script might discover that there's exam malpractice and decide to do what? Fail the students. The way forward is for our parents to sit up. In the sense, maybe try to look into their children's workbook when they come home. Look into their books. Look where they have some things to, by so they can be able to have some more improvement in the system. Well, governments have not been also doing their best, to my own understanding. Because at times you go to our schools, our public schools, we don't have the good teachers to teach. We don't have the environment is not conducive for teaching learning process. So all these things, government need to sit up.
Both parents and stakeholders in the education sector are calling on the government to take decisive steps to rescue the education system, warning that failure to act will continue to jeopardize the future of the nation's children. Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.